What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have just come off the back of finishing off the From Mars to Sirius album with Gojira. We've gone a bit arse ways with the order in which we've done a lot of these tracks, which is generally the way in which I go about music. You guys probably know that with the Tool reactions I went like almost backwards, but I also did like a few in the middle and then went forward and then backwards again. So I mean, sticking with that theme, we're just all over the place with these reactions. We've gone from Mars to Sirius, which was 2005 as far as I'm aware that was released, and now we're going to L'Enfant Sauvage, back to that album, but we're going to do Explosia, which is the first track on that album. Now, we have actually had some pretty good experiences with this album so far. We've done the L'Enfant Sauvage track. We've also done The Gift of Guilt, which is probably my top 5 Gojira tracks that I've done thus far, maybe even top 3. And then we've done Born in Winter as well, which was a little bit on the fence for me with that one. I haven't really gone back and listened to it much, but it doesn't really strike me as a track that I'd go back and listen to much. Hopefully this album will look up a little bit more. You guys have recommended to do Explosia from this album, which happens to be the intro to the album anyway, so at least we've got some form of direction, I suppose you could call it. But yeah, we're going to jump into it, guys. Let's go. This leads right into L'Enfant Sauvage, and you guys know how relentless that track is. Man, they did not play around with the start of this album. I think it actually probably gets a little bit more mellow, because I know Born in Winter and The Gift of Guilt are a little bit like slower, kind of paced out tracks at the end of the album. So they've obviously just gone for it balls to the wall. But this is literally the first minute of the track, and I'm enjoying it. This is the first minute of the album, I should say, and I'm definitely involved. As Mario, I've only seen Mario Duplantier with a t-shirt on once ever, and that was in the Shooting Star video. Not Shooting Star, hold on, what video is that? Have I even done Shooting Star? No, I haven't. The last studio video that I did, he was wearing a t-shirt, and I've seen all the comments, people are saying like it must have been unbelievably cold in that building because Mario Duplantier actually had a t-shirt on for once. So it's become a meme in itself, him actually just never wearing clothes. That almost kind of sounded like they almost follow the same melody with the, was that the gift of guilt as well? The way he said that was very similar to the chorus in The Gift of Guilt. it's obviously following that kind of structure throughout the whole album, I'd imagine. That's so similar. Oh no. This is another one of them Gojira riffs that just gets better as you keep seeing it, and then the visuals as well. When like you see other people like getting into it, like Joe DePlantia there on the guitar, it's like contagious. You see him like swinging around, and you're just kind of like, oh shit, this is hard. I can imagine how good that sounds, how good that would sound on the album leading into the start of L'Enfant Sauvage, where it's just like balls to the wall straight away. So you go from that kind of slowly progressing out to that intro in L'Enfant Sauvage, which is just so intense. But I think that's, again, I've fallen victim to that a few times, but not just Gojira, but Gojira happens quite a lot, where you're so focused on a drop or like a big breakdown at the end that you kind of don't even realise that you're actually listening to the breakdown, and the song just kind of gets away from you a bit. Like I said there, that you don't kind of realise how hard a drop is or a particular riff is until you see other people. But I think it's just because it's the first time I've listened to it, and I didn't cop that that was like the actual, that was the build up to the track, that breakdown at the end. And then it just like, that seems to be what Gojira do a lot, is they'll do like a minute and a half long like outro with the same riff, but it's that consistency to that riff, and that like they married themselves to that riff for so long that makes it so good. Like I think I'll have to listen to that one or two more times, and to me that is one of the tracks that immediately sticks out as something that I'm not like 100% clicking with straight away, but I know that there's elements of it that will draw me back in. Whereas the other few tracks that I've been doing for Mars is Serious, like as you guys will know, I sound like beating a dead horse at this stage, but they didn't grab me, and there was nothing of the track that made me really want to go back to it. Whereas this had like the kind of melodic elements in the chorus that were similar to The Gift of Guilt, which I will have put in there already, I think those choruses did sound very similar, and obviously it's the way in which they've toned their sound to move forward. Like, this is 7 years after From Mars to Sirius, so maybe that 7 year period is the kind of difference that I needed to kind of correct all the small little things that I didn't particularly like about From Mars to Sirius. So hopefully going forward now, if we keep moving forward with their albums, or maybe even go a lot further back where it's probably a lot more raw, we'll start to find the ground in which we do really like Gojira, because there was really good elements of From Mars to Sirius that I did love, but also a lot of kind of hit and miss. But so far this album seems to be a little bit more up my street. Yeah, that is going to be the video, guys. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like, sub to the channel if you are new. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm signing out. Take it easy. Cheers.